Welcome to Lightwork Era, a space for honest conversations, lived wisdom, and moments that matter. Today's episode is deeply personal and meaningful. I'm sitting down with someone who has shaped me just as much as I've shaped him, my son. So, today I'm joined by Justin Holt, a young man grounded in service, growth, and purpose. He's navigating adulthood with intention, learning who he is outside of expectations, and showing up for his community in ways that matter. This conversation is not about me being mom, it's more about who he is becoming. Let's welcome Justin Holt.
Hello, everybody. it's
Hey,
it's
Jess.
hey mom. It's just such an honor to be on your podcast. I'm so proud of you.
Oh,
Just wanted to
thank
say
you.
that.
Thank you,
Just glad I'm
Jess.
here.
I'm glad you're here too. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're here too. like, um, well, just like how I was setting the intention to do the podcast, and I'm so very honored to have you here.
Yeah.
So how are you actually feeling today? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good today.
Yeah,
I have great energy.
yeah,
I'm in a good mood. Just
yeah.
excited to
Mm-hmm.
talk with you and just to
Mm-hmm.
grow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very excited and looking forward to this podcast.
Yeah. So you are a college student at Grambling State University,
Yes,
Graham
I am.
fam. A young man. You're like I said, you're navigating purpose, pressure, identity, and adulthood. Because guess what? Tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow?
Tomorrow is my birthday.
Let's
I'm turning
go.
turning 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here we are, just, ushering you into that new season, the 20s and all that stuff. How do you feel about entering your 20s?
Whew, it's been a long 19 and a half years. I say that, but I'm blessed that I'm able to see 20, and
Mhm,
I feel like my 20s is gonna bring great memories, and
mhm,
my 20s is gonna be great.
I agree. I agree. Well, let's walk through, you know, how we decided, or how, not me, but how you decided that Graham was where you wanted to be, right?
Yeah.
Because now you're at a HBCU, and just so the audience is aware what that means, is historically black college university.
Hmm.
So you are in Louisiana,
Yep.
just doing your thing. How
Yep.
did you come to the decision that Graham was the place for you?
Well, as you know, in almost all my life, or kind of really in high school, I never pictured me being at a HBCU. You always told me like, just like I could see you being at a HBCU.
Mm.
And I tell myself like, ma, I don't know. Like I didn't really look into it as much as I did until probably my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
But and I was, I wanted to play football in college as well, and
Mhm.
I was prioritizing that,
For
trying to go
sure.
to a bigger school. To like, I wasn't really thinking about the college experience. I was thinking
Mm.
about football. So going into my senior year, I'm like, you know what? I want to try the HBCU out. I heard about HBCUs. I applied, and I took your advice. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to mom because you never know what can happen. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna apply to these schools
Hmm.
and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And I went on that visit to Grambling in
Right.
February with
Yeah.
Coach Reggie.
Coach
Shout out to
Reggie.
Coach Reggie.
Shout out.
Um,
Hmm.
and then I said, you know what, mom, I think this is where I need to be. I think
Hmm.
I could see myself being at this school.
Hmm.
And I just thought that it was home, like it was home,
Yeah.
to be honest. And so just going on that visit, I'm like, okay, I know how things are gonna go. I know how I know the type of environment I'm putting myself in, and
Yes.
I fell in love with the school.
You fell in love with the school. I agree, because I vividly remember just the day when you were out there, and you called and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you felt it like in your
Yeah.
body or just like, but
Yeah.
I could hear it in your voice, and
Yeah.
it was just a lot of like, woo, like you
Yeah.
could tell like you were feeling very connected to the school.
Yeah.
Um, so let me ask you this too, Jess. Like, with who do you who do you feel you are becoming, like, right now? Just like in this moment, not who you want to be, but who you can feel yourself being, like, right now, present day, 2025.
Um, I really feel like I'm becoming like very very independent, like more independent,
Mm,
and I'm definitely like learning more by myself as I go,
yeah.
and I definitely feel like I am being more disciplined as
Mm-hmm,
well.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like I'm definitely not making like the same habits I made in high school, like
Yeah.
regarding like school, like classwork. Like I'm on my schoolwork. I did good this semester. I made
Mm-hmm.
sure my grades was on point. So with that, I definitely feel like discipline and growth. I think discipline and growth is the main two that I'm
That's
like
that's where
coming.
you're at right
Yeah,
now.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Discipline and growth,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and
And
just developing myself as a man.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and developing it. Ooh, that feels like hearing you say that, like as a man. Like, okay, true, true,
Yeah.
true, true. That is what you are.
Yep.
Um, well, speaking of like seasons, right? Football, we love us some football, but
Yep.
and I know that football was and is something that is still dear to you. But what has this season of your life taught you about yourself that maybe surprised you about yourself?
Um. Well, with this season in my life, I think what it has taught me, it taught me that I'm really capable of doing more things that I ever thought I was capable of.
Yeah.
And like for instance, like with me, I'm in F sub. It's a huge club where you get involved a lot. You do like community service. You
Mm-hmm.
help with fun on campus events.
Yeah.
I never thought I would get as much involved. Like I said, I was really focusing just football as well. But just exploring like that college experience, I think that
Mm.
like I'm really like I could really be a great leader. Like I noticed that by myself. Like I can start my own business, like etc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So that and I'm glad that you're saying that out loud because sometimes we don't know like what we are capable of until we start to like stretch ourselves, and having discipline is really really important on the college campus. We'll stay here for just a moment because I want to kind of talk, like, this is your second year in school,
Yep.
and the first year is a totally different
Oh
than
yeah,
the second year.
definitely was.
Um, the smile is telling it all. But what's been like? Maybe just give me a couple of highlights, maybe from your first year, on campus to now. What's different this year as a second year college student?
Well, now like it being my second year, my sophomore year of college, I definitely know a lot more, and I'm getting used to because transitioning to West Coast and the South it was a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
it's definitely some things I had to learn. Like never been to the countryside before.
Not the countryside, just. I mean, we our
Yeah,
family's from Louisiana,
yeah.
and didn't have like a chance. You didn't grow up there, obviously. You grew up in Cali,
Mm,
but you said it was a big difference, like just
it
getting
was.
adjusted to the South. One thing I'm sure was the weather, right?
Oh, yes. Right now, currently, it's so cold out there.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably mid 30s right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Mm.
Very,
And
very, very.
so, what would you say was like the biggest difference between your first year in school, in college, and then your second year so far?
First year I was still learning about college and I was still like learning a little bit more about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And when we first, as I'm moving into my dorm, like staying in the dorms, having a roommate,
Mm-hmm.
um, it was moving in was stressful. As we know,
Yeah.
we were all me, you, dad, we were all stressed out. Like,
Yeah.
whew,
It was
I'm,
just a lot going on,
it
right?
was,
Yeah, a lot of moving pieces, literally moving you across the country,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
mm-hmm,
And I know that with our audience that's listening can understand and relate to that, those that have college students or even their own college experience,
yep,
having to maybe move in and what that might look like and all the things. So I'm really glad that you didn't lock that in as a memory, that because it was still a good time, right?
mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, it
It
was still
was
a good
a great
time.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and going into welcome week, like first I'm gonna say first or second day,
Mm-hmm.
I go to college with my friend Devin as well. So
Yeah.
as me and him connect, and we kind of go on campus a little bit, like walk around to see what's around and the different type of people we meet.
Mm-hmm.
We met a lot of people just that day. I'm like, wow, like, and networking is key in life and also in college. That
Oh yeah.
very take you far. So yeah.
Absolutely. And we're definitely, I want to get your input on how networking maybe has just assisted you with where you are now, or where what you might picture for the future. We'll touch on that in just a moment. So what is it I'm all about feelings
Hmm.
sometimes. So what does it feel like being a young black man trying to define success for yourself? What does that look like, Jess?
Um, what it looks like for me, really just as a young black man out here in the world, just really like being aware of how the world is, and really just developing your character, because it's not easy, especially for young men. Just in life, it's not really easy out here. You got to really work hard. We have to stay dedicated to wherever we're doing, and if we lack with certain things, we're just you're not really gonna go anywhere. But you have to keep pushing through hard times.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like in order for um these young black men to be successful, including myself, young black men, is to always remember to it's okay to fail sometimes, because in order to fail, that's how you grow and that's how you become successful. But it's how you take the failure and reflect on yourself to see what you can do better, and stay disciplined and stay consistent.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gems being dropped, like you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And that is something that is such a true, that's a value statement,
Hmm.
and I hear you completely when you say that, Justin. And so yeah, navigating your own path, making decisions for yourself for sure. Well, speaking of like those kind of decisions, what values are matter most to you now? Like, how, if you were thinking about something you consider like as an anchor, or something that is you consider a value for yourself, like no matter what, I want to, this is who I am. What's a one value that you have?
Um, one bite. I'm gonna definitely give one, but I'm gonna give two
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
One, I say being a family person. Like I love my family. Like I don't know what I'll do without my family. Love you, love my dad, love my grandmas, aunties, cousins, love everybody, and I
Mm-hmm.
definitely think that impact me and made me the person I am too. Because if I didn't have you guys supporting me and being there for me, I don't know where I would be, to be honest. So definitely a family person. And number two, I'll say I'll probably say like leadership, to be honest.
Leadership. Yeah.
Leadership.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And that's something we're gonna what, fine tune and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yep.
That's amazing. So speaking of family, that was a transition, right? For just all involved, the whole family kind of is just rallying behind like
Yep.
your process, but it's your journey for yourself.
Yep.
But how has being away at college shaped how you see family?
Um, being away from my family, being in college
Mm.
made me realize I've been missing you guys even so much more.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've been wanting to come home even more,
Mm-hmm.
like when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to my family, because it's a big transition. I'm literally 4 5 months away from you guys, like each
Mm-hmm.
semester,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I only get to see you guys when we have breaks,
Yeah.
Christmas break, spring break,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving break. Yeah.
Yeah. So having that long stretch of time is what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
To go without being connected. But luckily, you have that extended family that's been supportive,
Yes, I do.
through your friends and things
Yeah.
like that. So that's been a game changer.
Yes, it has.
Um,
Definitely.
you came back to Cali with additional aunties and uncles, and
Yep.
like, oh, that's Auntie Monica. That's
Uh huh.
I'm like, okay, I love
Yep.
it. So just having that additional support, I can honestly say, just even as a parent, just like helps me like be able to woosah just a little bit and
Mm-hmm.
relax, that I know that you're okay. Yeah. Um those emotions will hit though, right?
Yeah, they will.
So what, Justin, what does emotional strength mean to you? Having emotional strength.
Having emotional strength is very important, and like half of that, not even half of that, most of that has to do with your mental health. Like your mental health, that's
Mm,
very important. And if you
yeah.
don't have emotional strength, you're not gonna be mentally where you need to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, having that, it was tough for me. Like even like as you know, like I cried before I even went to college. I'm like,
Mm,
I don't know how I'm gonna like it. I want to go, but
mm-hmm.
and then when it just changed my whole perspective on how I want my college life to go. I'm like, okay, I can do this.
Oh
When I
yeah.
got there, I mean, realize I can do this. So yeah, that
Yeah.
was part of because emotionally I was kind of scared. I was iffy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, I want to be here, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. That trying to figure out that dynamic of like what it's gonna be like the experience and you know just you're trying to maybe sometimes we all do that with jumping to see what the outcome is going to be
hmm,
and then realizing that we still have to take it step by step and just move to the next part.
yep,
So getting on that plane and doing those things, that was a big deal.
yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's take it back to little Jess.
Mm.
Little Jess.
Yep.
Talk to me about, let's see, maybe what was like one of the best moments for you while you were playing football throughout all those years? We were playing football for years.
Very long time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Definitely playing for Carson Coates, Pop Warner. I had
Okay.
great memories there.
Oh.
We dang near went to the like semifinals almost every
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
We were a really good team.
Yeah.
And I had some great coaches that I still talk to this day. Love
Mm.
them. And honestly, another thing too is going to the championship my junior year of high school.
Uh-huh.
We had a blast.
Oh
Like
yeah.
unfortunately we didn't win,
Oh
but
yeah.
it was still worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Great experience. We practicing on Thanksgiving. Like we was
Mm-hmm.
practicing on Thanksgiving, y'all. Like
Mm-hmm.
that meant a lot.
Sacrifice,
Yep.
discipline. That goes back to those kind of root words, right?
Yes.
Knowing that sometimes you do have to, in order to be consistent, there is this gateway to doing these things that matter. That's going to get you to the next step.
Yeah.
And you can't. I mean, I definitely remember like the intensity of all the games and the
Mm-hmm.
energy,
Yep.
the all the team mom, all the
Yeah.
things. Yeah. So and we always will rally behind you with
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
So um just thinking about that, your high school experience and what that looks like, and even being here today, like this is,
Right.
you can prepare but you can't predict,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
Exactly.
like, so you're prepared for this moment, and so I can't stress that enough on how proud I am.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. So let's shift gears just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
thinking about the dynamic of growing up with such a mom such as myself.
Mm-hmm.
So Justin, what's something you appreciate now that you didn't appreciate maybe when you were a little younger?
Um, one thing on my mind that I can definitely say that I appreciate now is the times that you kept the like the stuff you saw in me that I didn't see in myself, and you just kept encouraging me to do. And
Mm,
I at the time I just didn't listen, but at the end of it, I end up listening. And the outcome was good. And at the time, I didn't realize that you were really just trying to look out for me and like see something like right in me, but
mm,
that I just couldn't see. So
yeah.
that's definitely something on my mind I
Hmm.
appreciate. Like even with Grambling, like I promise you, y'all, I did not want to go to a HBCU,
Oh,
and
goodness, yes.
and look where I'm at, and I
Yeah.
love my school.
Yeah, but I really thank you, Justin, for saying that. So I want to honor what you're saying with
Mm,
saying like, you appreciate maybe my perspective on like what I would see in you. And I
mm,
think that's something that a lot of that happens with anyone that cares about somebody else. Sometimes you can see things that that person cannot see.
mm,
And part of my role is to help you discover like the things about yourself that are visible and that how you're light will shine even when you are not aware or have that like, hmm. So locking in and increasing your confidence and, just believing in yourself is just really important. And even with the HBCU thing, I mean, I can share like it's not about what I want for you. It's about like we know our kids, right? We know like, oh, this will be a good fit for you, but it's a path that you have to walk for yourself and see. Because we had considered other schools too,
Mm-hmm.
right?
We did.
Yeah. So and those would have been great fit
Yep.
too,
Yep.
but it would have been different.
Different. Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely would have been different.
definitely. So um, I'm glad that you appreciate that.
Yes.
Just it's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Um, so this is kind of just like to piggyback off of that question, Justin. So what's something that for me showing up as your mom that actually helped you more than you think I realize? Maybe I don't realize that it helped you. What's something that for as your mom that's helped you?
Your support.
Oh,
You are.
Justin.
You are literally my number one best lady.
Oh,
Like
Justin.
you are so supportive,
Aw.
and you never stop supporting, and you always are willing to support, even when I feel like sometimes I may not need it. You still know I'm gonna support, and that's something I just deeply appreciate. Like no matter if you're upset about me about something or or you disagree with something, you're going to support, and that's just couldn't ask for a better mom with that. So definitely the support mom.
Oh, thank
Yep.
you. I'm so glad that this is being recorded because because this will live forever, ever.
Yep.
So when you are thinking about with I hope you always feel this way, but thank you, Justin. And I feel like I'm getting emotional. Like, is this thing on? Like, yeah. um so all the for the parents that are listening or someone that just cares about how children are raised, Justin, what would you say? What's something you wish more parents understood about raising a son?
Mm, that is a good question.
Mm.
Um.
Take your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
um. To be honest, one thing I can say that parents knew about when it comes to raising a son is that sometimes, um, like if we make a mistake or do something wrong, that we try to have like self control when it comes to like what we're thinking in our head and anger, just to kind of bear with us a little bit with that, because like it could cause a lot of tension, and we're human,
Mm.
so we also have a right to be upset as well. Like even with if anything happens that we just don't like or that we just messed up on.
Mhm.
Like the same thing if you were to mess up on something, like you're gonna be a little upset and kind of aggravated.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. Just to bear with us a little bit.
So I want to go dive a little deeper though,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do what I do as well. So when you say have that, like bear with us, like take me through maybe not something that we've experienced
Mm.
necessarily, but maybe something you just have felt like, dang, I wish my mom or I wish my dad or I wish the family knew what about me, like as you've been growing up, like entering or leaving your teens and stuff like that. What's an
Um.
emotion that you felt or just something you've said, dang, I wish they knew I need what would you need?
Um. Let's see. To be honest, I don't think it's necessarily something that I would need, but I will say that I wish that probably my family would probably understand is that as much support that you guys give me and I try to do a lot of things myself as well. Like I
Uh-huh.
try to be independent as possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want it to come off as like I don't maybe work as hard, or like
Mm.
I
Yeah.
definitely try to do and figure out a lot of things on my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can understand that, and there's a lot to that goes back to like that same thing with the discipline and
Hmm.
being consistent and figuring out who you are as a young man.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Well, one thing else I wanna hear from you, Justin. When or if I'm gonna say when though,
Hmm.
when did you start seeing me as a just as a person, a woman outside of being just mom? Do you remember? Is there a time frame where you started saying, "Oh, well, dang, that's my mom, but that's also Akila"?
Yep. To be honest, more of like me probably kind of getting ready to graduate. Like we will have like certain graduate high school, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll have like certain talks, and you made
Yeah.
me realize that I'm not just mom. I'm a human as well. Like I have a life to live. Like take care of you and
Mm,
just taking care of myself as well, and that you have feelings. And once I realized that, I realized like okay, like sometimes everything's not really about me,
yeah.
like because you're also like you have like we both have like same feelings, you know, like we both
Mm-hmm.
have feelings. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. We have feelings. What about me? What about
What about
me?
me?
What about me? Just I always like to I'm always like trying to keep up with, music and things like that. I kind of
Yep.
want to just hear like what's some things that maybe as a mom I'm not aware of and I'm trying to still stay a little bit in the loop connected. What's some things that are like happening? Are there a lot of
Mm.
because I'm not like a TikTok girl like that, but like what would you recommend if I'm trying to get in the loop and still stay like trendy? What should I be on right now?
um really like normal apps, to be honest, like you know, like TikTok, Instagram, like regular social media, but um definitely like dig deep about like AI. If you don't,
Oh.
because AI is actually getting worse. Like
Hmm.
where stuff really looks real.
Not worse, just
Or
it's getting better,
better,
maybe. Like okay, like
better for
improve.
them for
Okay,
their case.
okay,
It's
yeah,
getting better for their case because
yeah,
stuff is actually starting to look real,
yeah,
like and
yeah.
it's not. And
Hmm.
then just the social media impact.
Hmm.
That's like sometimes that like social media it can help you with a lot, but it can also ruin a lot of stuff as well.
Mm. So just saying like staying relevant,
Yes.
staying up to date on what's happening
Mm-hmm.
social media wise. And I
Yep.
want to go back to what you're talking about with like the AI piece because we do have to like get ourselves immersed into a new way of like communicating and
Yep.
learning and all those things like that. And so we want to and have these boundaries or just learn like what's going to work for us, and learn like whether it's chat GPT or
Mm-hmm.
some of these other platforms that I'm definitely looking into because it's not going to go anywhere.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So, and I know I've shared with you just, hey, make sure that you start to align yourself with things so that you can use it for the beneficial pieces to it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and then when you're talking about, like school and all the things like that and how that translated to what's happening for you on campus when you're involved, um how does that shape you like as a man? Like what does manhood start to what are you pulling, what are you trying to grasp and hope that you accomplish as being a young man?
Um, being a being a great problem solver
Mm,
as a man, like
yeah.
problem solving that takes you far. It
Mm-hmm.
makes you think out the box.
Yeah.
Discipline again. Like as a
Mm-hmm.
man, you have to have
Mm-hmm.
discipline. Being a leader, and what else does that look like for me? Another thing that manhood looks like is, oh, this is a big one. Being a man of your word.
Oh my
Being a
goodness.
man of your
Say that
word.
again,
Hmm.
Justin.
Yeah.
Say what? You say
Being
what?
being a man of your word. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's definitely
Mm-hmm.
something I was taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's something that when you realize, you start to hear what I'm hearing you also say underneath that is like that level of integrity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's character. You can't have that. That's self character. Without integrity, you don't got no character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that goes far because our personalities, how our reputation starts to show up, and people start to remember you for what you did or didn't do.
Yep.
If you say you're going to do something, you got to do your best to do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you got to do your best to do it. So, but that can be like pressure sometimes too.
Yeah.
So, you're a very social
Yep.
young adult. So, how do you, Justin Holt, navigate pressure without losing yourself? How do you navigate that?
um. One thing I can say how I navigate that is me just like just calming down and really just taking a breath and just doing my best to calm myself down and honestly just thinking like just putting positive thoughts in my head as well. Like that's definitely something you taught me. Like when
Mm-hmm.
stuff is not just to stop thinking about the stuff that's going wrong and but think about what's going right.
Yeah.
And another thing too is really just like honestly like leaning on you as well. Like that very much helps me
Mm.
too. But when I'm out in the world and when I'm kind of like just out or in the loop, I just try myself to make myself calm and I just control what I can.
Okay. Okay. Come
Yeah.
on, Just. Locus of control,
Yeah.
knowing what you have the influence over, right?
Yep.
And that's what you're saying, like um controlling what you can and letting
Yes.
everything else just kind of flow. That pressure though, yeah, that can be a lot.
It can.
But yeah, but I think you're doing a good job. I
Thank
think
you,
you're
man.
doing a
Thank you.
good
Thank you.
job. You're welcome. So when do you okay, so your birthday is basically here. So at what point, do you feel like manhood is like stamped on you? Like, okay, it's official.
Definitely when I turned 18.
When you turned 18?
That's when I realized like, okay, yep, it's really like yeah, I'm technically still a teenager, but I'm an adult now.
Mm-hmm.
Like no more 17, 16. Yeah, like that's when I realized like okay, like this how the real world is. Like when you go to the DMV and you with your parent, like they're not gonna talk to your parent like, hey, so what's the code or what's your ID name? No, they're
Mm-hmm.
gonna ask you that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So being able to be responsible.
yep.
Absolutely. So let's pivot a little bit. What do you hope people experience when they're around you?
Um, I want people to feel loved when they're around me,
Mm-hmm.
and I want them to know that is I have like a genuine heart, and I will genuinely always look out for people that I care about, and I want people to feel safe when they're around me. I want people to feel welcomed,
Mm-hmm.
and I want people to just want to be around me, just
Yeah.
around the good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you're saying safe, that song, do you know the song, the Cardi B song?
Um.
With Kaylani? Make me feel safe.
Oh no, I don't.
You
Dang,
don't?
I don't think I heard that song.
Na, 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 da, da, da. Na, na, na. You're like, every time I sing, you look at me like that.
Well, just because of that, I'm gonna listen to the song. Yeah,
Okay. You haven't heard the song?
I don't think so.
Just, are you kidding me?
I'm not
Okay,
sure.
well, I mean, I get it though because that is more like but you're out in the dating world per se, so these are things, little clues, because that's things that maybe a young lady might want to be like, oh, do you like that song?
Yeah,
So you want to be able to,
very true.
reflect on stuff like that. And we're gonna so put a pin in that with the love stuff and the relationship stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But before we get there, what's a non-negotiable for you? Like something you just stand on business about.
Non-negotiable for me is being honest.
Okay.
That's what I that's what
Mm-hmm.
I stand on. Being honest, being accountable,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
just being a good friend,
Mm-hmm.
looking out for people,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
What else? Another thing that's non-negotiable is um, and respect as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, respect.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's Mandos, right? That's mandatory.
Yeah,
So just standing on your principles is really important
yes,
as a young man.
definitely.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's in the classroom. That's you know with friends, with family, and
Yep,
just and when you're by yourself. Yeah.
exactly.
um and so let's touch a little bit too, just about like faith
Mm-hmm.
for you, and how that has played a role in how you are now. What memories do you have about maybe church, or just like how you grew up?
Um, I definitely remember growing up as a kid, always being in church. Yeah, like and another thing too, like regarding with church, just like being a man of God, like I'm,
Yeah,
definitely a man of God. I
yeah,
believe in God.
yeah.
And just growing up in church, it was like just saying a speech, memorizing Bible verses.
Mm-hmm.
Like church is fun. Like I love going to church,
Mm-hmm.
and just being around like that church environment growing up, it
Yeah,
yeah, it definitely
yeah.
was a great feeling. Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, and then, just family wise, there's a lot of legacy building with that. Whether it was with the uncles being like a bishop, and,
Yep.
or granny, like speak,
Oh yeah.
like, so you've had like a lot of
Hmm.
positive influences.
Yep. A few cousins as pastors as
Oh,
well. Yep.
absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep. They are amazing at what
Amazing.
they do.
Hmm.
And it shows and it resonates just, every time they get up and have like that time.
Yep.
Whether it's on a Sunday, a Saturday, whether it's at the house hanging out or in the
Exactly.
pulpit.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, talk I want to talk to you like just about like that love, because that's a journey that all of us go on. We leave
Hmm.
this life, and it's nice to have the romance or just people of interest and stuff like that. So just sprinkle just a little, we're gonna touch a little bit on this, okay?
Hmm.
So what does a healthy relationship look like to you, Jess?
What a healthy relationship looks like for me is like partnership,
Mm.
like like two men,
Mm-hmm.
and then the woman, they come together and just they're there for each other no matter what, like
Mm-hmm.
through the good, through the bad, through the struggles, and
Mm-hmm.
like they're not caring about like the image or not caring about the outside noise. They're just there for each other, like they
Mm-hmm.
just want to love on each other and be with each other for the rest of their lives, and not letting social media define their relationship, not letting um what other family members, like they got some negative to say, like define their relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just people that are being loyal to each other as well, and like honest communication,
Yeah.
like everything just has to match, like you got to be equally yoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Um, I hear you on that, Justin. Yeah, being equally yoked and being able to determine like who's a good, you said match, right? So
Yep.
determine who's a good match for you. So then since you are, living in the South right now, or even like just young ladies in general,
Yep.
not the pinpoint in general.
Mm-hmm.
I mean pinpoint specifically, but just what are some things that you think are like a good quality for a potential relationship like that you see yourself partnering with? What are something that you say, "Oh, I really like that about a young lady?"
um how she takes care of herself, like her hygiene.
Mhm.
That's, I believe that's number one. And personality,
Mhm.
how
Yeah.
she carries herself, how she treats other people,
Yeah.
how she acts when she's around her friends.
Mm,
And
okay.
because I want to be with a genuine person as well, because
Yeah.
I'm a genuine person with a genuine heart.
Yeah.
And just honesty as well, just someone
Mhm.
that's just honest. And one more thing, I think I'll say like her being open minded as well,
Oh,
like being
yeah.
open to new things as well.
Yeah, being open to new
Yep.
things. Yeah. Um, what's something that you're looking forward to maybe experiencing that would be new for 2026? Would it be something at school? Would it be something with travel? What's something that you're like, oh, speaking of being open minded, what's something you would want to be open minded about in 2026?
Hmm. Um, Something that I am open minded to in 2026 is definitely traveling. I could say that for one.
Okay.
I do, um, I do want to travel to, I believe, Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go there, want to visit there,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say, ooh, going out the country too. Like I want to, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well,
a
you
goal.
have your passport.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, I don't,
oh yeah,
dude.
going out the
Yeah.
country, and another thing I'm looking forward to as well is um I don't know what yet, but I am going to like start some type of business.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then we gotta hone in on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that might be that good time to actually start to think about how you can use resources that you already have,
Mm-hmm.
networks that you already have, ideas that you already have that you've even shared, offline with me, and seeing that like come into fruition and using, discernment and using the proper steps so that you can actually see that happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. So it's not just like you're not knowing what, but now it's like when you move past the planning phase and then
Mm-hmm.
the execution phase, then that's how you make things go into the oh, it's done.
Yep.
Oh, look at this. Hello, it's done.
Yep.
Um so let's talk a little bit about legacy because especially being a man that shows up and people that word gets thrown out there a lot like oh I want to leave a legacy, I want to leave a
Mm.
legacy. When do you feel most aligned with who you think or who you're meant to be? When do you feel most like aligned and connected with who you are supposed to be?
Um, I think I feel aligned who I'm supposed to be. I think when I give back to the community,
Yeah.
I think like like giving food to the homeless sometimes, some weekends, and like when I see a homeless man like with a sign or something, I
Mm-hmm.
always like if I got any type of change, I'll give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that at school as well, the community service I do. So I definitely
Yeah.
feel like leadership, like
Uh-huh.
whatever I'm gonna do, whatever business I know I'm gonna be some type of leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So really like community wise, that's when I can definitely see it.
That's when you see it and that's when you probably feel it
Yep.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um and so just to give like even just a little more insight to that, let's dig a little deeper with that because even what you plan to do now, your road can go a lot of different paths, right? But what are you studying in college?
I study psychology.
Yeah, you're a
That's my major.
psychology major. And so I know you've talked to me just offline about, you want to pursue being like a clinical psychologist.
Yes.
So yeah, so that will carry you really far in still being able to work with certain populations or just whatever you decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a certain like area that you're like, ooh, I want to work with kids or I want to work with athletes? Like, where do you see yourself headed with the
Um,
psychology degree?
I could definitely see myself working with athletes,
Mm,
teenagers,
yeah.
and honestly, like I feel like I can get there and work with a few celebrities as well.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
mainly teenagers and
Mainly
athletes.
teenagers.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Where's that sentiment coming from? Is it because you know what it is to you're in it right now? You want to give back? Like, what is
Yeah.
that?
Really,
What's standing
just
out to
just
you?
knowing how it feels to be a teenager,
Uh
and
huh.
like entering like adulthood as well, and all teenagers need guidance with that to make sure they're
Mm-hmm.
going the right path. And I
Yeah.
want to be that person to do that
You want to be that person
to
to do
help them.
that to help them.
Hmm.
Okay. I love that. So then that's about impact, right? So
Yep.
how do you want to impact people in addition to like, being a psychologist in the future, but how do you want to impact people in a small way or even a big way? What's a way you want to continue to
Um,
impact people?
I want to continue to impact people, like really like controlling their mental health. That's another
Mm-hmm.
thing I want to help with too, like with
Mm-hmm.
dealing with their mental health
Mm-hmm.
and teaching people like to build their confidence as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. And so so you've had people that helped you with that.
Hmm.
And so you want to just like pay that forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna pay that forward. That's good. Um, we're gonna get into a lightning round in just a minute. So that the lightning round, Justin, is where I'll ask just several questions, rapid fire, and you just tell me the answer that comes straight to your mind.
Okay.
But before we get to that, I have a couple more things I want to talk to you about. Okay.
All right.
Um, let's see. Where are we gonna end with this? So, what does light work mean to you?
Light work. That's a good one, mom.
Yeah.
Light work means to me is, it's kind of self-explanatory. Like light work, like we got this,
Mm-hmm.
like we gonna get through this,
Mm-hmm.
like that's what light work means to me. And just like sticking together, like not
Mm-hmm.
like that's light work.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
light work. And, you know, as obviously, the name of my podcast is Light Work Era.
Hmm.
So being in light work era, what's something that maybe used to feel heavy to you that now is light work for you now?
Mm. um let's see. Something that felt heavy to me, um I think, like, I'm gonna use this for football. I think me really like playing football all these years. I
Yeah.
I always was like, am I really like capable? Like, is it something like that I'm really not doing?
Mm-hmm.
To
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, because I had certain struggles in football too, where I felt like I kind of deserved more playing time as well.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
think my freshman year of high school made me realize that no, this is light work. Like I got this. Like
Yeah.
I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one thing.
Yeah.
And also with like really my confidence, like
Mm-hmm.
growing up I kind of struggled with that, but once I became more confident and just like
Mm-hmm.
confident in myself,
Yeah.
realizing that I'm capable to do stuff,
Yeah.
took me a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there a specific, like you being this age, is there like, oh, okay, I remember when I was 18 or I was 13 or I was 15. Is there a time where you actually where you pivoted into being more confident and felt it?
Yep. In high school, I like early high school I really didn't do the best like school wise,
Mm,
but once I hit like my second semester of junior year and senior year, I'm like, no, I got this.
mm,
Like I'm just like
yeah.
I just need to step it up. Like I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. You ready for this lightning round?
Yep. I'm ready. Bring it to
Yeah.
me.
All right. Home cooked meals or eating out?
Home cooked meals.
Okay. Dang, okay. Dang. Means I had to be cooking. Early mornings or late nights?
Late nights.
Late nights. Okay.
I think I need to work on that, like being more of a morning person, but I definitely prefer late nights.
Well, it's what you prefer,
Okay. Yeah.
And so there's these tests, and I don't know exactly what it is right now, but I'll look it up when we're done. Just there's this test that you can take that helps you see like when you thrive the best, like what time of day works
Hmm.
best for you for social things, for work and stuff like that. So I'll share that with you later. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Leading or supporting?
Supporting. Supporting.
Supporting.
Supporting. Yeah. Yeah.
Supporting.
I feel like in order to lead, you have to support.
Oh, okay, Jess.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm like, okay, all right. That's love it. Love it. Trust your gut or think it through.
Trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
I
Okay.
think I feel like your gut's never wrong.
Okay.
I gotta say that. Ooh, that's hard, but I say trust your gut.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
But
trust
you're
your
gonna say
gut.
something else right
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna
But
say, but sometimes you do gotta think it through.
yeah, yeah. I mean, you're right. You do sometimes have to think things through, and when we're thinking about trusting your gut, that's about discernment.
Mm,
That's also about like having the flexibility of mind, because having good mental health and
uh-huh.
just making good decisions is about your mind, body, and spirit
Yep.
being connected. And so that's how you can trust your gut, when you know you're connected, like to your higher power, to God. And then that way, when it's time to think it through, it still comes back to like how you're able to trust.
Yep.
Yeah, trust your source, right? Your intuition. I feel like I know the answer to this next one.
Bring it to me.
Oh my goodness. Silence or music?
Music.
Yeah. You're like, duh. Like,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
love music.
I know. Yeah. You don't mind letting the world know that you love music, huh? Comfort or growth?
Growth.
Growth.
Growth. Comfort. You're not gonna really, you have to, like, you're not gonna really, being comfortable is not really gonna get you where you need to be. You gotta grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, growth for sure.
Growth for sure. And is growth always comfortable?
Um, no, it's not actually.
No,
It's
no,
not at
no,
all.
no, no. That's the whole
And
point. Yeah.
that's the point.
Yeah.
Yep. Because you, in order, if you're comfortable, you're just gonna stay in the same
Yeah.
place, or like staying same lane.
Mm-hmm. Same lane,
Yeah.
same situation, same outcomes,
Yep.
right?
Same outcomes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when you're looking to elevate or be a leader and all those things, you do have to come out of that comfort zone
Yep.
for sure. Football or basketball?
Football.
Football.
Love football.
Okay.
No, love basketball too, but football has always been my thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we'll do one like Grambling or Southern.
Grambling. Gram fam all day. Oh yeah, Gram fam.
Graham fam all day. That part.
Yep.
The jacket that I have is from when we went to the Bayou Classic. That was amazing.
Oh, that was so fun.
Amazing.
Definitely can't wait to do that again.
Absolutely.
Next year. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we're gonna wrap up in just a moment, Justin. But what is, as we go into like this, as you step into your new year, literally in less than 24 hours. Yeah. What's something that you want to learn to trust?
Honestly, something that I want to learn to trust is like definitely my gut. Like I trust my gut, but we all have moments where you may want to think things through. But another thing too is just trusting my intuition as well, and it kind of regards your gut. But if you feel like something isn't right, if you have a slight feeling like, I don't know, you're probably right. Yeah. And really just trusting myself also. Like just like I know what I'm capable of. I know what I don't like, what I like, and what I can do and can't do. So I have to prioritize the right things. So yeah, trusting myself.
Trusting yourself. Okay. Justin, this conversation has been so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
It just reminds me that even me, being in this motherhood for 2 decades now, that it is about trust.
Yes.
It's about, me trusting what's been poured in, and how that's going to show up as you continue to live your life.
Yep.
And then just trusting who you're becoming.
Oh, yeah,
and then trusting and knowing that love will show up in ways that we don't always expect.
Yep.
But we have to learn how to honor how it shows up for us, right?
Right.
So thank you so very much for
No
sharing
problem.
this moment with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, Mom.
All right. Love you.
Love you more.
Okay.
I try to sneak a scatter rap game, but my fans knew it. Don't get scared now. Tell the people they been sleeping.